All righty. Well, welcome to MidDay Café. I am your host, Michael Gannotti, with a splitting headache today. So I'm going to be a little more subdued than normal, but I'm joined by two great colleagues today, Kendra and Scott. And Kendra, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm a business intelligence technical specialist here at Microsoft, supporting healthcare and life sciences customers.
Awesome. And Scott?
And I'm Scott Moore. I'm a Teams technical specialist, also supporting health and life sciences customers as well.
And we all kind of have our own little areas of specialty. Kendra is all things data and business intelligence, and she rocks. And Scott is Mr. Voice. And I'm, I don't know what I am.
Mr. Viva.
I'm comic relief usually. So today we've got a few things, probably going to be a shorter session than normal. I have actually just 3 announcements I want to cover. So I'm going to actually pull up my screen here. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a screen share. Hopefully my machine will not seize up as I go through, as I'm running all beta and preliminary information. And I'm actually not going to click it because it's that part going slow, so I don't trust it. So 3 announcements. We'll hit them real quick. The first one is, actually the first 2 are upcoming events for HLS. So if you go to aka.ms/HLS blog, that's aka.ms/HLS blog. You'll be able to find these. The first one is enhancing your employee experience with MS Viva. Viva! My favorite application set. I'm going to be speaking at that one September 21st, and that is an event hosted by Microsoft's Voices of Healthcare Cloud. So they're going to be putting that on, and I'll be the main speaker for that, covering all things, whatever is out at that moment. So we're actually tracking. There's a couple of things that are breaking news that I can't mention here in between now and the 21st. But as we hit that, you'll get the absolute latest up-to-date information around the full Viva suite. So be sure to check that out. Tune in. If you go to the blog again at aka.ms/HLS blog, you can grab the meeting invite. It'll add it to your calendar. Do it from your PC or Mac. If you click the link for it off of your mobile, at least on an iPhone, it opens it kind of funky. It tries to open the thing itself. Open from a PC or Mac. All right. That's the first one. The second event I want to announce here is automated role-based scheduling with Teams. And this is a pretty cool upcoming event. Again, it's by the Voices of Healthcare Cloud. And they're going to be hosting, Shelley Avery and Basu Sharma are going to be hosting Joshua Thompson. And they're going to be covering, I'll just quick read through this. We will be bringing new solutions in the upcoming session. We'll be joined by Andrew Rogers on how to leverage Shift's functionality in Teams, which for some reason I've been getting a bunch of requests around Shifts. But Shift's functionality in Teams to create a role-based mechanism for schedule management. So very cool piece where you can see that says we're going to walk through the core functionality and customizations you can apply to suit your particular workflow, custom one for your org. And they're going to share a demonstration as to how to do it for vaccine clinic, for managing volunteers with different skill sets and qualifications. So again, there's all kinds of solutions people can use once they're on the Microsoft stack that they can customize and build out. That's one of the beauties of how all this stuff just works together. And they're going to go through, really how you can do it with an example set step by step. So check that out again at aka.ms/HLS blog. Last one, and then I'm going to shut my mouth. Viva Connections public preview. if you've been hiding under a rock, you may not be aware. But Microsoft Viva Connections taking the next gen corporate intranet with audience profile targeting of applications, information, mobile. It is now in preview. And so if you go to, I'll put the link with this recording, I'll put the links to the other two as well when we post this at where do we post all this, Scott?
aka.ms/HLS blog.
I love it. aka.ms/HLS blog. See, you could probably make a jingle about that. But, if you go there, we'll have this post and I'll have the links. But they have all the information around it and what's included, which includes the mobile experience that people have been wanting to start getting their hands on and seeing. It also includes the dashboard web part, which is like when I've been showing Viva Connections, the dashboard is where people are just like, all because of, again, role-based targeted applications in tiles, right? Both out of the box and low code using nothing more than the Power Platform, which can include BI and data and other information, metrics. So all kinds of things you can put right at your users' fingertips. And then finally, the feed web part. We've actually, internally, we've started using it. So I see it now on my MSW, our corporate intranet, and it has full interaction for sharing, for commenting, liking, thumbs up, thumbs down, all that kind of good stuff, and taking it from a range of content sources, right? Which is, again, it could be a Yammer conversation, it could be a Teams conversation, it could be a event, it can be a news post or external, all that stuff. So it's all there. Check it out. It rocks. And now, without further ado, I'm going to shut up. Again, I'll have links to all that on the follow-up post, but be sure to check those out at aka.ms/HLS
blog.
There we go. So
and
Kendra.
You can also find information about Power BI.
And Kendra, you've got some great stuff for today.
Hi. Actually, before I go into that, I wanted to make a comment too. When you were talking about Viva, and when you mentioned Yammer, it really made me think of Kate Johnson and Satya, who have their own channels. So you're able to see information from your CEOs and your presidents and your VPs and people that matter to you right there on that page too. And I think that's really great because it gives you kind of like a bird's eye view of what they are thinking about, what's important to them. I don't know, it's like being a fly on the wall now for anybody that's ever wanted to know what's my CEO thinking about. It's right there, and you get thumbs up and add comments and do everything you want. So,
and what's really cool with this new feed is if something comes up within those that's a great conversation, that's this super relevant topic and engaging, you can drop it right into the feed, just like a news story. Drop a particular conversation. I don't have to drop Satya's whole thing. I can drop just, hey, there's this one conversation and things that he's initiated around like a company initiative, and bam, it's right there. And I can interact right there. And I can interact right here on my phone.
Okay. Cool. Now we'll go to Power BI. I love the analytics part of it too, by the way. So today I thought I'd talk about education. I had one of my customers ask me, where can I send my teams for Power BI training, education, certifications? What's a learning path for Power BI? And I had some of them, quickly at my fingertips that I could give her for references. But I actually started to dig into it a little bit more, and I thought that would be a really good topic to share today because there are probably other people, kind of in the same. So I'm going to share my screen too, which I think if I minimize this, there we go. I'm hoping that you see the Microsoft certification page. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Great. So we've got a couple things here. I'll go through quickly. I'll definitely put them in aka.ms/HLS blog so that everybody has access to this too. The certification that we're offering right now through Microsoft is Data Analyst Associate. What I found was interesting is as I started to click through this page, I'm going to scroll through it so you can see it top to bottom here. And then we'll go back up to the top. This certification exam, when I click on that, I'm actually getting this notice. It's going to be updated by September 24th. So if you're looking for some kind of certification program right now, you know, you want to hold off another week or two, this information should be updated shortly. I'm going to go back one page. The other thing to call out, I think, is the ways to prepare. Just so everybody knows, the learning paths that we provide here are free. If you choose to use an instructor, we've got some instructor-led paid opportunities too for you to go out and learn Power BI. But you could do it self-service through these learning paths. And even us as Microsoft employees, when we do our certification, we do self-service as well. Granted, we're not starting from scratch. So, you know, if you really like to just raise your hand and have an instructor answer questions for you, definitely do that because there are lots of opportunities for that. So that is the certification.
Can I interject?
Yep.
That is, I mean, even apart from the cert, the training that's available.
Oh, yeah.
What a great resource, because there's so many people who want to, look, I want to just learn some basics about how to do a few things for myself, and they can, we give it away.
Yeah, and the other thing to note here is that this is in the documents site. So while I'm looking specifically at Power BI and data, we've got everything, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams. I mean, you could go on and on, project, whatever. A lot of the training paths really are free. You just have to take a look at that Microsoft documentation site for learning paths. Yep. Okay. So I showed you this, which is the exam DA 100. The cost is $165 USD. I think I've heard that through Unified Support, there's a program to help offset those costs. There's some kind of a program that says someone can attend one class per year. I don't have my arms around it just yet. So if you're wondering, is there a resource to help me pay for that exam, please contact your customer success manager or account manager and ask what your support program might offer for you. And again, that's through your Unified Support program.
Cool.
Yeah. So I pulled up a couple other websites. These are tried and true. If you ask any of us business intelligence specialists, where do I go for training? We are always picking at this particular company, SQL BI. Here I've selected training. And as you can see, just looking through that left-hand list there, how to work with tabular models and introducing DAX and Power Pivot workshops. Some of them are free, some of them are a paid service. So you just want to take a look at these and see what makes sense for you. So I like this site a lot. The people that use SQL BI tend to be like people that are really into the development side. If you want to get in and figure out how to create some custom code, wow, SQL BI is the place for you. I just love them.
Very nice.
The other is Pragmatic Works. What I like about Pragmatic Works is I like that they offer learning paths. So you can take a look here. Their boot camps are great. All the courses that they offer, the learning paths, if that's something you want to do for your company. Private training, hackathons. I heard somebody recently reference a hackathon and they called it a datathon. And I thought, I'm going to start one of those. I love the concept of that. So not just a hackathon, but a datathon where we've got some kind of great output at the end and some good learning. But anyway, so this is Pragmatic Works. The Learning Tree is good. You can see you've got lots of training opportunities. There's some certifications that they're offering. I don't know if they're different than the Microsoft certifications. I don't think so. But you can take a look around here. And then the last one, but not least, is P3. P3 has their own training as well. And you can see that, I'm just going to scroll here. Power BI Foundations, Advanced Power BI Query. I think a lot of these are paid services. If you're looking for something free, you can contact your account team. We've got dashboard in a day, paginated reports in a day, analytics in a day, modern analyst in a day that talks about Power BI from a Tableau perspective. Like if you're really good at Tableau and you're like, well, what's all the hubbub about Power BI? Well, we've got teams of people that know Tableau and can help you just navigate that. So lots of training opportunities. Just see your Microsoft account team and they'll help point you in the right direction. In the HLS blog, when I post the links here, I'm going to have my contact information too. You're welcome to reach out to me there or on LinkedIn. I'm Kendra Burgess, and I'll do whatever I can to help you. That's it.
Cool.
Okay.
So Kendra, quick question.
Yeah.
So you're going to post a post with all the links. So I'll reference in this blog when I post that up. We'll reference that post instead of duplicating the links. Do you know when you're going to post that?
By the end of this week. We've got DTA.
Yeah.
So that's a big.
I'm watching, and so for those who don't know, DTA is our internal, where we have internal things like right now I'm watching little hearts, people liking it, going up, and then we also meet with partners.
Yeah,
so that's this week.
I can't say enough about partners too. We have hundreds of partners. I have Power BI specific partners. So you could have partners that are really great at Teams, but that don't have a Power BI practice.
Yeah.
So from my perspective, I engage in partners that have a very strong Power BI practice or data practice or Azure practice, just to get to know them, not only from understanding if they provide training. Are you a system integrator? Are you a staff augment kind of company? How far in the Power Platform can you go? Do you know Power Automate? Do you know Power Apps? Is it just Power BI? The other thing that we really are focused on, especially in health and life sciences that I want to mention here, is we're focused on their solutions. What can you do to help my customer advance from a technology and innovation perspective in the payer, the provider, and the pharmaceutical and the med devices businesses? And honestly, if you're a partner and you're watching this video, I am going to be on you this week. I want to know what you can do for our customers to help with those solutions. That's all I'm going to say.
You go get them. So that's all I've got. Scott, anything you want to mention?
I'll just echo what Kendra mentioned about partners. The ecosystem is pretty robust. I mean, they have a pretty much of a vested interest, to promote what we do. I came from the partner community, so especially systems integrators, a lot of times they supplement, with skills, whether it's, as you mentioned, staff aug or professional services. It really helps because they stay really abreast. They have to go in the weeds.
Yeah.
So it's always helpful that, a lot of times some organizations may not have the in-house skill sets, but it's always good where systems integrators can come in and help and, provide some momentum where we have, lifts and shifts, changes in technology.
Yeah, and they have direct contacts to the product and program teams too. Mm-hmm. While we go through our training and we have our paths through Microsoft, they have their back channels as well. So they stay skilled up, they stay certified, they're gold partners a lot of times. They're considered an extension of us. We work very closely with our partners. That's why DTA is Digital Transformation Academy, I believe. And we are working on co-sell and partner relationships this week, where we have to meet with a lot of partners to get to know them and for them to know us, so we can help serve our customers better.
So long story short, folks, we're going to be heads down in that for most of this week.
3 days.
Meeting with people. Yeah. 3 days?
Yep.
So we'll be doing that, and but I will get this out. I'm going to try to get it out today. If not today, it'll be Tuesday. So you'll either see this post from my end, either Monday or Tuesday. And then what I'll do is when Kendra brings in her post, then I'll cross-link to that. So
I'm a dependency, huh?
You're a dependency, but it's okay. I'm going to go live with it, and then we'll just add your link when you're.
Okay. I'm just saying there's pressure. Okay.
There's no pressure.
I prioritize.
I'll just put it coming soon. And then in parentheses, hurry up, Kendra. No.
There you go. Mention me, okay? So I get a
That's
reminder.
right. All right. Well, like I said, short and sweet. I actually have, they're getting ready for their next speaker to come up. So want to thank Kendra and Scott. And everybody have a great day, a great week. Until next time on MidDay Cafe. Ciao.
Bye.